The media portrays salespeople in such a horrible, horrible fashion. Have you ever seen Death of a Salesman? Did you read that book? What about Boiler Room? Right? What about all of these sales books like The Wolf of Wall Street? Oh man, so if any of our borrowers see this, they think of us as like that sad, depressed, manic depressive, like personalities just like woo woo, like just crazy, right? We're out to get them, we're out to steal from them, or we hate ourselves and like because we're out to get people and steal from people. And I'm here to tell you that the way that the media portrays us is not really how we are. Obviously, on a day-to-day basis, we believe in ethical sales. We believe that we're doing the right things. And at their highest levels, customer service and sales should be about the same thing. Because if we're providing proactive customer service, then really that's all that sales is. There's reactive customer service where a customer asks for something. We say, yeah, sure, let me get this for you. Proactive customer service is when a customer tells us their problem and we put together the solution for them proactively based on their needs and wants, desires, and what's going to fit their solution is something that we tailor craft because of our knowledge, because of our experience, and yes, we do ask for the business because it's the right thing to do. But be aware of this. In the media, we are looked on as, these shallow, greedy type of people based on some media performances. But I know we're better than that. And one of those things that's going to help us become better than that is this very brief phrase. You'll probably hate this. So, you'll probably hate this is what I use to prepare somebody for maybe a cash out transaction or for maybe a streamlined loan that's the opposite of what they asked for. Maybe they wanted to do a debt consolidation, but there's not enough room there. Maybe they wanted to just lower their rate and term, save some money, but they were already pretty good interest rate and the only way to do that is with cash out, but it saves them a lot of money. So if you preface this with, you're probably going to hate this, it puts them off guard and it gives them freedom to actually hate this. It tells them that, hey, you're not going to like this, go ahead, put your guard up, and by doing that, oddly enough, they put their guard down because we've given them permission. They don't have to fight us on it. We've told them already proactively, hey, you're not going to like this, but let me just shoot this out in the dark. And the crazy thing is, by doing that, more often than not, they are more open to the experience of learning about some other way to save money. So try it the next time you have to put together a solution that isn't exactly what they asked for. Just preface it with, you're probably going to hate this, but let's give it a shot and see if this is something that's in your wheelhouse or that will solve some of your problems, and then move on. At least then they're open to the situation. Here's a story about a long time ago in Arizona when I worked at Arizona. My wife was pregnant. Our son Keanu is 12 now, so this was 12 years ago. Honda Cross Tour was brand new, but we didn't like the Honda Cross Tour. Many of you who know me know that I am a certified tree hugger. I pay extra for electricity that's from windmills and solar. I have an electric vehicle, and I've done that for very long. In fact, back in the old days, I had a scooter. I wouldn't even drive a car to work. I drove a Vespa. I kid you not, I had a Vespa. There's pictures out there somewhere. And I was always sort of an environmentalist. So we went to go pick up a car, and at the time it was the Toyota Prius. So we went to the Toyota dealer, and the dealership wouldn't sell us the car. I was on break. I was working for another big competitor, and I was running the sales team at the time. My wife was pregnant. Went home, brought her to the dealership, and said, "Hey, pick out your Prius. I'm just going to pay for it." I was a sales manager. I just wanted to buy the thing and get it done. This is really before a lot of online shopping. And I'll be damned, they wouldn't sell me the Prius. They said, no, sir, I can't sell you this thing until you test drive it. I know you want to pay cash. I know you got the money now and you're going to write the check, but I literally won't sell this to you. And I was so mad. They wouldn't sell it to me. They needed me to test drive. And I was like, listen, it's not my car. It's going to be my wife's car. She was pregnant. She actually forgot her purse. She wasn't the one driving. I went and picked her up. She didn't have her driver's license. They would not sell me the car. So you know what we did? We drove across the parking lot. We went to the Honda dealership. So we went to the Honda dealership, and my wife's second choice was a Honda Fit. It was a 4-door. We could put a car seat in the back. It was a really compact thing, but the thing got 70 miles per gallon or something like that. So it was her backup choice. So we went and got the Honda. While I'm waiting for her to finish up the paperwork, dude comes over to me and he says, "Hey, I know you're still driving the," I don't even remember what it was. It might have been an Accord. I think it might have been a previous Honda. It might not have been. Quite frankly, I don't even remember. I'm not a Honda person. I'm not a Honda advocate by any means. But I remember telling the guy, listen, my payment on this thing is only $350. I still got a little bit of payment on it, but I don't. I'm not here for me. We're here for her. And he said this line. He said, "Well, what if I could get you the car you really wanted and keep your payment at $350?" And I said, what? Yeah, but I don't think you can actually do that. What I really want to do is, like if I could buy the car, okay, $350, I might do it. And this Honda Crosstour was brand new, and, I got a growing family. This would have been our second kid. The hatchback thing, but I don't want to be like the full-on, wagon mobile. I wasn't ready for minivans yet. And I didn't quite think that SUVs weren't my thing because environmentalist. So the Crosstour was a crossover vehicle based on a Honda Accord. Anyway, I tell the guy I want to buy a vehicle, but I don't want my payment up. He tells me, and when he comes back and brings the paperwork, he says, you're probably going to hate this, but I got the payment you want and I got the car you want. And you know what? The rest of it didn't friggin' matter, because he led with, you're probably going to hate this, but here's what I did get for you. And all I really heard was like, oh, okay, there's no commitment here, I'm probably not going to like it, but you got what I wanted? And then I was curious, how did you actually do that? And that, my friends, is how I got my first lease. So I got that leased Honda, that Crosstour. I had it for 3 years. I forget what the mileage limit was. I think 18,000 miles a year. It was a great vehicle. It worked well for our family. But I never would have gotten it if he hadn't led with, you're probably going to hate this, but... And that guy sold me on it. And I'm a salesperson, so I love to get sold. And many of you do too. But you can use that trick that he used on me to get me into this vehicle. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't how much I paid. It wasn't the closing costs. I don't even remember what the closing costs were on the lease. I don't even remember the program, what it was. All that mattered to me was the monthly payment, and that I got to bump up to this car. And it didn't hurt that I got to drive that car through the Toyota parking lot in Hong Kong.